from Open Studio, and we have with us now someone that is a world champion. He is Crazy John Brooks. He has been featured in Sports Illustrated magazine, and he recently won the world champion Bud Light Frisbee tournament. Is that right?
That's right, the World Freestyle Championships, sponsored by Bud Light, of course, in Fort Collins, Colorado.
And that's your team?
Well, we compete. It's the world champion Bud Light Frisbee Team. It's a group's right here from Santa Barbara. And what we do is we do exhibitions and concert promotions and what have you, and everything else we can get our hands on.
And you wanted to apologize for your accent, is that right?
I don't know if there's a problem understanding me.
He is from Santa Barbara, so we may have a
I wish I had
problem
such a nice accent as the gentleman before.
Yeah, I'm sort of picking up on it. But let's get right into what it takes to be a, now we don't call these Frisbees, they're discs.
Well, these are a variety of different discs. This is the Lightning. This is used for distance and what have you. This is the Arrow, made by well, this is mine. This is made by another manufacturer. It's really competitive right now because the object of the game is to be able to throw it as far as you can, or, for instance, the freestyle. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a freestyle disc. This is like a 165. I counted these before I brought them in.
Okay, he counted them. I can't steal them.
Now, of course, I don't know if you noticed, but my God,
did
what
notice
is
that. That must be some sort of tool that you use to...
Don't say that word.
Oh, no, not a tool. It's not a tool. Sorry.
This is a piece of ceramic. This keeps the spin on the Frisbee. Ow!
Sorry, I'm stronger than I thought.
This is a basic move in Frisbee, is to spin it on your finger now. You think that's bad? You think that's bad? I'm going to show you something unbelievable. This is, you know, a sport that's been taken from the backyard. So a big object of ours, a goal, if you will, is to dedicate ourselves to the advancement of the sport of Frisbee.
So you
of course,
can call
tied
it
in with the
Frisbee.
Deborah Wade for president.
That comes much later. We are live, right? That you're wondering. Yeah, there's a camera there. Don't be nervous at all. That's fine. Oh, we'll just leave that right there.
Right.
So
I wanted to give these to you, too. This is a present.
Oh, I get all of these small discs that we're going to be... Yes, we have a huge crew here.
Get out! Everybody, get out!
See, only a champion could stand up and throw it with such precision. He knocked a small vase that we had up there off. That's incredible precision.
Well, as I really stress, this is where I earn my money the most. I just want you to call your attention to this perspiration.
Perspiration,
right on the top.
It's very strenuous with the wrist.
You would never.
Thank you. Oh, see, we have some experts in the crew.
You would never
too,
know that this was what it is, but I'd like to turn you on to something really handy. This is called an Arrowbee. Now, this is the newest product on the market to challenge people to throw something from the human hand as far as possible. The record now is 12. Boy, I'm really sweating, man.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a little warm here.
Frisbee players work. I just want to say that I'm dedicated.
It's not easy. It's obvious.
Well, this is a new object, if you will. It's actually goes...
You remind me of someone.
What was the question again?
I think you asked the question. It was something about what we do with that little circular item in your hand.
Right. This is called the Arrowbee. Now, this has been thrown 1,256 feet, which is now the Guinness Book of World Record for the longest object thrown from the human hand. That was done by Scott Zimmerman, who's my old roommate. That's not my claim to fame, though. I fell in the Empire State Building steps.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so your phone number here is first thing you do when you get one of these things is write your phone number down, America. So if somebody finds it in California, please call number given.
And do you find that they will return them, or it's just...
Are you kidding?
It's, yeah,
right.
you
Mom,
make
look
sure.
what I found. Oh, good, I hang my hose on it. Yeah, I just want to show you something. This is none of my business here.
I'm sorry.
But I don't know if you, of course, well, can I be honest with you folks?
Go ahead, why not? What be first?
You know, everybody's giving their phone number out here except you.
Yeah, that's true. Mine is the public access number.
Can you bring the CG up on that?
Hours a day.
Deborah Wade.
Always here. Seriously crazy. I have to ask you one question. How does one get into this crazy sport?
Well, I went to music school on a volleyball scholarship to learn how to play Frisbee, and everything worked out from that. It's an infatuation.
And it just
Who's laughing?
turned into... No laughing, please.
Jeez, man.
We know you're very serious about
What more in life could pay you back so much when you put in so little? No, I mean, too few people. I have known so many women. I mean, if you would do more for America, we would probably.
And the women do quite a bit with the Frisbees, don't they? We're going to see a clip pretty soon. You want to talk about what we're going to see? Are we going to see all your Frisbee friends? And
yeah, I'll throw a body block to Rich Matheson from behind. And,
our director.
Right.
Okay, and oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, that's right. So you just lie down and we'll get everything. Roll the clip.
Thank you. Yeah, you want to tell us what we're going to see, or we can just...
Well, this is a production that Anheuser-Busch made for us to explain and better emphasize on what we do for the company. Now, we have various ways of showing people and asking people, you know, what their favorite beer is, for instance. And without being a beer commercial, you must realize it's really competitive, you know, for the beer companies nowadays. So what we have to offer is something completely different. And now...
And now, let's go to your clip, shall we?
Take it away, Bob!
Great.
It's a sport full of complexities and sudden, unexpected occurrences. 75 to 100 interchanges within a 5-minute time period, for example. It's professional Frisbee disc throwing, and Bud Light Frisbee team members John Brooks and Chip Bell and alternate Joey Hudoklin have it mastered. Requiring equal doses of concentration and coordination, the team members choreograph their routines, incorporating each one's style to the music in an effort to find that perfect balance of harmony required in team competition. 5 months of 6-hour practice sessions creating their current routines have paid off for the Bud Light Frisbee team. They recently won the World Championship Freestyle event with the highest difficulty score ever awarded in a Frisbee tournament.
Yeah, I really get the thrill of watching the disc in flight. Watching that disc soar, it flies like no other object that comes from the human hand in a sense, you know. And its flight patterns are just so much more different dynamically than a ball, and I think it's just, it really gives me a high to play Frisbee.
Unlike most professional Frisbee players, John Crazy Brooks competes in 7 different Frisbee events and is currently the men's overall world champion in a compilation of these events.
It started out as a game, then it was a sport, now it's a lifestyle, now it's a living for me, and I am the world champion. I represent my sport through Anheuser-Busch. I couldn't ask for anything else. Anheuser-Busch and Bud Light exclusively have done more for the sport of Frisbee than any other commercial sponsor, let alone people that just do an event every once in a while. They have taken a sport from the beginning, if you will. We are pioneers.
As versatile and personable as they are talented, the Bud Light Frisbee team proves equally valuable to Bud Light as they do to the sport of Frisbee. Often coupling tournaments and event appearances with wholesaler promotions, all members of the team are nothing short of inspiring at trade calls, as seen at this recent stop at Fort Ram Nightclub in Fort Collins, Colorado, on behalf of Norcalo Distributing.
Please don't forget, let's be happy. We can be with friends when we party, but let's party safely.
We like to take people by surprise. I think that's our biggest asset, is that we come in with the Frisbee, we come in with the team, and we're on. We play anywhere, anytime. We played in little dance floors, we played in places that are 150 feet wide, we played in stadiums. So we like to come in relatively unnoticed and then boom, take over the place.
Maybe a little bit of applause. And seeing people get up and appreciate what you do is the best thing that can happen, when you're doing something like this.
Set your sights soaring and take Bud Light to new heights with the Bud Light Frisbee team. The AB Sports Marketing Group will be glad to fill you in. And if you can't get them at first, don't worry. Everyone knows that Frisbee players never die. Their souls just land up on the roof, and you can never get them down.
Okay, we're back with Craze. He's going to show us some of his outstanding moves that we wouldn't see on your everyday beach outing. Take it away.
Thanks for that plug, but outstanding. That's great. Here you go.
Oh my Lord. And we are all still in one piece.
This is a tight studio.
That's not something to try in your home. Oh my God. Now you're going to bounce this or throw it through a hoop or...
This is not a normal show. This is something a little bit extravagant, I'd say.
And that's
all of you.
Not something to try at home, right? Should we sit
Right.
back down? I think we should give him a big round of
really
applause.
shattering.
That was frightening is what it was.
We get
never
compared with the dogs a lot, so when they ask me if we have a
lot
dog
of
with us, I go,
competition.
no, I haven't been going out with her for a long time.
Well, we just have a little time left, but I'd like to tell everyone that
so
you're...
sorry,
I am
Deborah.
too. This is sad.
It's been a pleasure having you on the show,
Thank you
Deborah.
very
Ladies
much.
and gentlemen, Deborah Wade.
And before I go, I'd
Open
like to
Studio.
talk about the film that Crazy John has coming up.
Yes.
He's starring in a Frisbee film.
This is an instructional effort by the people at Whammo and Pentagraph Productions here in Santa Barbara, trying to bring closer the skills that are required for Frisbee. This is, of course, for the first-time player, somebody that hasn't made any endeavors in competition. And a little easier than people think are these tricks that people call freestyle, like you catch behind your back, and that's freestyling. Santa Barbara has right now 7 different world champions in the sport. The Lady Condors, of course, winning overseas in the sport of ultimate. The men Condors have won their Westerns, which is the Pseudo World Championships.
They're giving me a...
Right. Santa Barbara rules in the sport
Santa
of
Barbara
Frisbee,
rules,
without a doubt.
that's the word to remember. And unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Crazy John, but we're coming back. We've got our best for last, Fred Lato from In the Spotlight, so you stay with us.
He's incredible. I tell you, with me, nothing comes easy.